Happy Valentine's. This is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to be making a recipe of Valentine cookies. And these are going to be red velvet cookies. My favorite, red velvet. I never used to taste red velvet until I started doing some baking during the coronavirus last year. I said, ooh, red velvet tastes really good. Didn't realize that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I already have 1 cup of butter in my bowl, and we're going to whip it, but make sure your butter is at room temperature. But before we do this part, we're going to get a bowl right here, and we're going to sift together some dry ingredients. Make sure you sift it, very important. And the dry ingredients is going to be 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. And then you sift it, and then we just kind of mix it all together. The next, we're going to have our room temperature butter, like I said, at 1 cup. Let's whip it. I already have it almost all whipped. And I'm going to put this on my mixer about 4, just to let you know what I'm doing. And then you're going to gradually add in the sugar. The sugar amount is 1 cup. And the butter is unsalted butter. So we're just going to gradually add in the sugar while it's mixing. Looking good. Keep on. And then we're going to get 1 egg. Once we finish this, we're going to put in 1 egg in here. Got my 1 egg. These cookies kind of look like one of those sandwiches with 2 cookies with the cream in the center. So, 1 moment, we got that in. And then we're going to add in the magic, which is the vanilla. With the vanilla, it's going to be 2 teaspoons. So, let's put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now this cookie should make 12 cookies because remember, you're making a top and a bottom like a sandwich. 1 and 2. We're going to let that mix. And now we're just going to bring this up to a number 6, just so it mixes well. Oh, the vanilla. You know how much I love my Mexican vanilla. It just smells delicious. So let that mix, and then gradually we're going to put this mixture in here. So 1 moment, just let it still combine. And when we put it in there, we're going to do it at low speed. So let me just put it here. And put this in. And it's still going there. I'm going to maybe stir it to about here, about number 2 on mine. It's still low speed. Nice. Over the weekend I made some Valentine macaroon cookies, and those are good. So one day I'm going to show you how to make those. You have to have a lot of patience with that because there's a lot of cut and pull and that, and you just have to make sure you get that buttercream just right. So let's keep going. I can just smell this chocolate. Usually I use organic cocoa, but today I'm using Hershey's cocoa. Keep going. Still mixing. And that's kind of look like it's kind of thick. I never made this before, but we'll just see. The person whose recipe I'm using, I never had any problem with him. I just love him. It's Preppy Kitchen. And recently he was already on, I think it was on The View. He was on The View. So, who would know? Let's just get this last. So this looks real chocolatey. So the next thing we're gonna do is get 1 tablespoon of brew hot coffee. 1 tablespoon going in. And then you're going to put in some red food coloring. I'm going to use this sparkling gel since it is Valentine, that maybe give it a little sparkle. And with this, I believe it's going to be 1 tablespoon of 2 of the red liquid. So give me 1 moment. I know I didn't cut it. Give me 1 moment. You should always keep scissors. Always keep scissors in your kitchen. Cut it off at an angle. There we go. And then 1, wow, this is hard. Squeezing. 1 tablespoon of the red gel. Don't have one yet. And just keep squeezing it. It's still stirring anyway. Ooh, I think this is going to be so pretty. I think the grandkids are going to love it. Keep going. Put that in. Still need a little bit more. So I'm not going to even measure it this time. I'm just going to squirt in. And that should be about 1 tablespoon now. Next time I know to have this ready. Didn't realize how it takes that long. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to open this up for a second. And just look how pretty chocolate that is. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that pretty? So let me just scrape the sides down. And then next, after we do this, we're going to get 3/4 cups of chopped up chocolate morsel chips. And what I did is I bought some mini ones because they kind of look like they're chopped up. So we're going to fold those in too. So we're going to fold this in. So I'm not going to even use this anymore. I'm going to put this in. Try to get all this chocolate. Oh, look at that. It came perfect. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Love it. Okay. And then we're just going to fold this all in together. Take this out. There. And then we got the chocolate chips in here. And then we're just fold those in to this. Once we have it all folded in, I believe we have to let this chill. So let me just verify that real quick. Like I said, this is my first time making this recipe for Valentine's Day. Yeah. We're going to refrigerate this dough for 30 minutes. After we refrigerate it, we're going to come back. We're going to place our oven at 350. It's going to take 10 to 12 minutes. And then we're going to scoop it on the parchment paper because I'm going to probably do all this while I have it on pause. After it chills, I'm going to use a scooper and just scoop it on here. And then I'm going to bake it. And then when it's cool, I'll be right back and we'll show you how to make the frosting. See you in a bit. Hello. Well, I'm back. I already baked the cookies at 350. Like I said, I scooped them to the little round ball, round them, put them on parchment paper. But when you put them in the oven at 350, don't forget to spray your pan with a little bit of oil or spray pan oil so your parchment paper doesn't slide. And just scoop them in, like scoop, there it is. But anyway, just scoop them about 2 inches apart. And then this is what the cookies look like. They're so good. They're so rich with chocolate. You can just see they look so pretty. So now we're going to decorate them. So what I already did is in here, I got 1 cup of sifted powdered sugar, 12 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese softened, and then you mix it all together. That's all that you need to do. And then you put 2 tablespoons of heavy cream in there. You don't have to. He didn't say to do it, but I put just a little bit of vanilla just to give it a little bit of flavor. But his recipe's always perfect, so I have no problem with him, but I like to put a little bit of vanilla in my cream cheese. So I have that already done in here, so let me show you what it looks like. That's what the filling looks like. And now it's the easy part is we're going to get our cookie. We're going to get, I'm just going to get a small one. You're going to get the cheese. You're going to put it dab in the center. Just a little dab in the center. Fill it up. And then you're going to get another cookie and put it on top. Just like that. It's pretty. And you're supposed to have these in the freezer for like 15 minutes so the cheese firm up. But I'm going to try something. I said, you know what? I'm going to try this. Just to make it look a little bit more Valentine. I got a little bowl here. I'm going to put a little bit in here. I just want to see what it kind of looks like with a little bit of this red color. And put it in and see if it makes pink. So it kind of makes like a little Valentine color. Oh my gosh. I think it's going to look pretty. Let me just put a little bit more in. And we'll see what that looks like. Because I might do some this way. And then some the other way. Oh, that looks pretty, huh? Okay, then I'm going to get another one. Scoot that over. And let's get another cookie. And we'll put a little bit of the cream cheese. But now it kind of looks a little red like Valentine color, huh? Maybe I put too much. But again, you're supposed to put these in the freezer. Oh my gosh. That looks pretty, huh? I love it. I love that idea. So I'm not going to put these in the freezer because it's not worth the wait 15 minutes. So let's just taste it. I know they're going to be delicious. I'm going to do the one with the little pink in it for Valentine's. So let's taste it. So big, huh? So good. Now I know why you need to freeze it, because it's kind of a little ooey. So you need it to firm up. I'm going to post this recipe on my Facebook page, which is Recipe Amateur Investigator. Make sure you look for the group. And then join me on Facebook as well at Recipe, look, I can't even remember my name. Recipe Amateur Investigator. Subscribe, hit like, and I'll post this recipe right there. It's the Red Velvet Cookies by Preppy Kitchen. He's wonderful. The guy, the cook, he's a chef. He's great. So, see you later. Happy Valentine's. I hope you make these cookies, because these are going to be a little surprise for my kids. Happy Valentine's. Bye, guys.